It is a great honor for me to join you tonight to offer the blessing of our Reform movement from the Union for Reform Judaism for this installation of your rabbi, Rabbi Adina Blum, who is beloved to you and I must say as well to our entire Reform movement. In the opening paragraph of the Havdalah service, we learn this beautiful line that actually is taken from the book of Esther. La Yehudim hayta ora v'simcha. To the Jews, there was light and joy. Well, as we know throughout Jewish history, there wasn't always light and joy, but there is tonight. And that light emanates from, obviously, our Torah, from this Kihila Kadoshah, this holy congregation, and from your inspired rabbi, who over these past year has become not only your rabbi, but your guide. Through this pandemic, we have needed rabbis of courage, imagination, and of great loving care. Those are words that describe your rabbi. So as we celebrate her formal installation, let us hope and pray that this evening and this weekend will continue to be a beacon of light. And this congregation, may you also be a beacon of light to your surrounding community, but throughout this Reform movement and the Jewish world. Layudim ho'ita ora v'simcha. To the Jews there was light and gladness. Ken tieh lanu. May that light be for you, Rabbi Adina Blum, for you, Congregation Beth Chaim, for our Reform movement, and for all the world.
Thank you to Rabbi Jacobs for setting the tone for this evening of joy and celebration. It is now my pleasure to bring to you the lay leaders behind this installation weekend who have worked tirelessly for months to make all of the events of this weekend possible. Camille Bloomberg, Ronnie Staffenberg, Robin Valentine, and Lisa Jasper. My parents, Robin and Chris Kemper, now have an opportunity to share with me a blessing on this joyous occasion for our family.
As your parents, we felt honored and joyous when you asked us to be part of your celebration to install you as Beth Chaim's senior rabbi. You said it would be similar to when we spoke to you about our dreams and aspirations for your future in front of the congregation when you became a bat mitzvah.
We decided it would be a good idea to see what we said to you when you were 13 years old. We weren't certain if we still had a copy of your speech, but you know your mother, and she found it in a filing cabinet. So let's go back in time, a little over 24 years ago. We will say what we said to you then, and then give commentary to see how things have progressed. Have you got it? All right. Your mother and I will first say exactly what we said to you when you became bat mitzvah, and then follow up with how things are today.
You have been a light in our lives and hearts ever since we knew we were expecting our first child. You still are a light in our lives and hearts, and we don't expect that to ever change.
I don't really remember you as a baby. You were always so independent. You were walking at 10 months and refused to let anyone feed you by the time you had your first birthday. I remember you looking at a calliope at a state fair and thinking, this is one serious one-year-old. Your grandfather caught the moment on film, and the picture is hanging on your grandparents' home in Troy, New York. Well, Adina, you are still very independent, and we still see that you as a positive attitude. You are still a serious person, and you know how to have fun and share happiness with others.
My first strong memory of you is seeing you in your father's arms with you intently looking up at him and reaching for his face. People say it's not possible. You were only a few hours old, and they say babies do not focus that young. Well, it is true, and we have the photo to prove it. You continue to amaze us with the maturity you show beyond your years.
You've always been a very active child with many interests. You started dance when you were in kindergarten. Then you decided to try gymnastics, but you decided to stick with dance through the years. Everything you try, you succeed. No change here. You are still successful in everything you try.
Today you are a straight-A student. You take two dance lessons, private violin lessons, participate in school's theater group, go to Sunday school and Hebrew school, and meet with the cantor once a week. Every day you do your homework, practice the violin in your prayers. It is amazing all that you do in a week. The only thing that is more amazing is that we are able to keep up with you. Well, we sort of keep up with you. Only the specific activities you were involved in have changed over the years, and that we absolutely cannot keep up with you.
Through the years, you've always been able to talk to us, especially me. I've always treasured those moments. Whenever possible, we have a tete-a-tete in your room just before bedtime. It is wonderful that you can talk to us about anything and everything. Several years ago, you wanted to know how it felt to be pregnant and whether it hurt or not. Adina, the next time you want to know how things like this are, don't you think it would be better to ask your mother? I try to answer your questions, but sometimes mother does know best. Well, okay, being the mother of two children, you no longer have to ask what it feels like to be pregnant. I miss our nightly talks, but you have a best friend now, your husband Sean, to discuss things. I treasure the times we do get to chat.
You are entering a new and difficult stage in your life, being a teenager. A teenager is one step away from becoming an adult. Today, you are considered an adult in the Jewish community. Although you just turned 13, in many ways you are already a young woman. Your sense of responsibility and commitment to all your studies, both secular and non-secular, show the potential you have for the future. We know you truly believe in what is happening to you today, and we are honored to be a part of it. Do not let your teenage years get in the way of becoming the adult we know you can be. For the record, we can officially say We not only survived your teenage years, but they were fairly painless. We wished you equally easy years when Jonah and Ari are teenagers.
We don't tell you this all the time because we don't want you to have a swelled head. We are always very proud of you, today especially. You are a giving, sensitive, and caring young lady, and we love you for it. We feel blessed to be your parents. We couldn't have said it this any better today. Let us now fast forward to today.
So what are our hopes and dreams for your future? First and foremost, continue to be the same loving and caring person you are today. Whether it be as a wife, a mother, a family member, or your congregation's rabbi. Remember this moment, your first installation as a senior rabbi, as it is a very special time in your life and for those around you. Even if we are your parents and we are biased, we think many others will agree with us that Beth Chaim is very lucky to have you. As we taught you and your sister Erica, you need to share in life. We're very proud and happy to share you with Beth Chaim.
We know you will continue to be successful in all you do. May all of your dreams and aspirations come true. And to repeat what we said when you were 13, and again, we don't say it often because we don't want you to have a swelled head, we are always very proud of you, especially today. We love you very much and feel blessed to be your parents.
We have a little something direct from Israel to help you remember this momentous time in your life. May you wear it in good health, happiness, and peace.
Thank you.
We love you.
Hey, baby.
I need